Welcome to Bethel Online Education Hub. Learn anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Let's learn together, the Bethel way.
Our next lesson is about selection criteria in process of best design. Lesson 16 for practical research 2. To select the best research design, define clear research goals, match the design type, example, descriptive, experimental, qualitative, or quantitative to these goals. Consider your resources, time, ethical obligations, and expertise, and ensure the design allows for appropriate data collection and analysis. What is your selection criteria? So first is your research goals. Your overall goals are the primary guide for choosing a design. What do you want to achieve with your research? So, ano ba yung gusto nyong ma-reach? Kaya nyo ginagawa yung research na yan. Tapos, nakadepende sa research goals ninyo kung anong klaseng research design yung gagamitin ninyo. Next is methodology type. The research question will dictate whether you use a qualitative or quantitative approach. Mixed method designs can be used to collect both types of data. So, kapag qualitative ang gagawin yung research, medyo exploratory siya. Tapos, mas malalim yung meaning. Kapag naman quantitative, kailangan yung gumamit ng numerical, tapos systematic, in short, step-by-step approach siya. Tapos, gagamit kayo ng numbers. You also need to consider your resources, time, and funding. Be realistic about the time, money, and people you have available for your study. May iba kasing research paper o kaya report writing na nangangailangan ng iba't ibang resources. Tapos, kailangan mong mag-alat ng maraming time. Tapos, pag tinawag mong funding, ito yung budget. Kung kailangan mo siyang bigyan ng budget. Depende sa kung ano man yung research na gagawin ninyo. You also need to consider ethical considerations, ensures your chosen design and methods comply with ethical standards. So, dapat yung ginagawa nating research, tama siya, tapos may proper ethics, hindi tayo naninira, hindi tayo nambabash dun sa research natin. So, kung ano lang yung tama, yun yung gagawin natin para sa research. Next is yung expertise. Your personal comfort and skills with different research methods should be a factor. So, halimbawa, basta komportable kayo sa ginagawa niyo, maayos yung magiging outcome ng research ninyo. 'Pag hindi niyo siya halimbawa, hindi niyo siya ma-reach, hindi niyo siya kaya, huwag niyo siyang pilitin. Kasi kadalasan na nangyayari 'pag pinipilit mo siyang gawin, dun lang siya nagkakagulo or parang paikot-ikot na lang yung information. So, just make sure na komportable kayo sa ginagawa ninyo tapos may alam na kayo tungkol sa kung anong gagawin ninyo at interested kayo. Data collection and analysis. The design must allow for effective data collection and suitable analysis techniques to answer your research question. Lagi naman nating sinasabi, kapag halimbawa magko-collect kayo ng data, always make sure na effective yung gagamitin yung tools, tapos yung gagamitin yung tools ay suitable sa kung ano man yung research question na ginawa ninyo para sa research ninyo. So next is, paano ba tayo pipili ng magandang design para sa research natin? So this is the process of selecting the best design. First step, define your aims. Clearly state your research goals to guide your entire study. So lagi niyong iisipin, ano ba yung objective ko? Ano ba yung goal ko na gusto kong makamit? Bakit ginagawa ko yung research study na to? Second, choose your research design type. Based on your goals, select an appropriate design such as descriptive, survey, case study, or experimental. Third, identify population and sampling. Define your target population and select the most appropriate sampling method. So, lagi niyong iisipin kapag meron na kayong research topic, research title, kanino niyo ngayon kukunin yung data na kailangan niyo para ma-justify yung gusto niyong patunayan tungkol sa research ninyo. So, dyan pumapasok yung target population ninyo. So, make sure na yung target population ninyo reachable. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng nandyan lang sila, pwedeng mo silang kausapin anytime, pwede mo silang kunan ng information anytime. Other steps to consider: select data collection methods, choose the right instrument for your study, such as questionnaires, interview, or observation checklists. Nakadepende sa research nyo or sa topic nyo kung anong klaseng tools ba yung gagamitin nyo. So, pwedeng magpamigay kayo ng questionnaires, pwede kayong mag-interview one-on-one, o kaya mag-observe lang kayo kung anong ginagawa nila. Number 5 is plan data collection. Outline the specific procedure for collecting your data. So, always naman to. Bago kayo mag-collect ng data, make sure iisipin nyo muna paano kayo magsisimula. Paano nyo makukuha yung data na kailangan nyo. 6. Plan data analysis. Determine how you will analyze the data you collect to answer your research question. So, kaya ka nag-collect ng data kasi may tanong ka. Ngayon, after mong makuha yung mga data na kailangan mo na silang i-analyze isa-isa. Nasagot ba nila yung tanong mo or hindi? Nagbigay ba sila ng answer na applicable dun sa research question mo or hindi? So, paano mo i-analyze? Babasahin mo yun, yung mga data na nakuha mo. So, bukod sa babasahin mo siya, kailangan mo rin siyang pag-aralan kung applicable ba siya doon sa research topic na kinundak mo. Last step is to justify your choice. Be prepared to explain why you choose this particular design and how it is the best fit for your research, citing relevant research texts. So, lagi, after yung matapos gumawa ng report writing, after yung matapos gumawa ng research paper, kailangan yung i-justify, i-explain nyo bakit ito yung napili nyo na research design o kaya bakit ito yung topic na napili mo, ano ba yung mga dahilan. Tapos maganda din kung meron kayong mga research literature na makukuha na may kinalaman sa research topic ninyo kasi magagamit nyo siya for justification or sa pag-explain kung bakit ba ninyo napili yung ganong research o kaya research design. Ito yung tinatawag na ide-defend nyo na siya. Ide-defend nyo yung ginawa nyong research. In summary, the best design is selected by first defining clear selection criteria like goals, constraints, costs, and technical requirements. Then, evaluating design options against this criteria using methods such as scoring matrix or consensual agreement. So, lagi niyong tatandaan kapag pipili kayo ng design para sa research ninyo, kailangan clear siya, kagaya ng goals and objectives kung bakit mo ginagawa yung research paper na yun. Tapos, ano-ano ba yung positive or negative na pwedeng mangyari. Kung kay halimbawang gumastos ka man, pinaglaanan mo ng budget, ilagay mo din doon. Tapos, kung ano-ano pa yung mga requirements na kailangan mo sa paggawa ng research mo o kaya ng research design. Para din ma-evaluate mo yung kung na-meet mo ba yung criteria sa paggawa ng research or hindi.